Welcome all you Capricorns to your love adventure number 3, and this reading is for Capricorn no matter where you have it in your chart, whether it's your Venus or your Sun, your rising, your moon, or wherever. This is the reading for you. If this reading does not resonate with you, I also have love adventure number 1 and 2 that I put out last year that are timeless, so I'll remind you at the end of this video about those as well. But we're going to jump in, start off with a roomy oracle card, and just see what the creator wants you to know just about your love adventure over these next 3 months. And the love, of course, doesn't have to be romantical. It can be family, friends, work, peers, even with your fur babies or feather babies or whatever relationships. So we're going to see here for our Capricorns what the creator wants you to know about your 3-month adventure for love. Okay, I think that is the one right there. And you have Passion for Purpose, card number 2. Beautiful card there, and we'll just put that right here for now. And let's see, I'm not going to read the entire thing to you here because it is quite long and it is not Brother Zen story time, so I won't read you the story, but I'll just see what jumps out from the creator here. And it starts off saying, as we grow on the spiritual path, so does our ability to serve life, to serve love, to honor humanity, and to offer a contribution that is unique to us, that could only flow in this particular way through the quality of our own soul light. Every light holds its own beauty, and every light has a particular task to fulfill on the divine path of life. To help us remember this, lest we get too easily distracted by the pain and stress that happens in life, we were given an inbuilt reminder, and that reminder is our passion. We may think that passion is not particularly practical. We may feel fearful that with passion there are no guarantees of success, or that we may even be throwing away a stable and secure life to pursue our passion. These are the fears of many a modern society, yet they are so misplaced. Life supports all beings based on their true nature. The birds are given air in which to fly, and fish are given water in which to swim. Plants are given light of the open plains or darkness of the damp forest, depending on their needs for growth. Different flowers flourish in different environments. Bees have wings that are very small but powerful enough to move with such speed and rotation that their heavy bodies can fly. Each aspect of creation is given what it requires so it may become what is meant to be for its unique destiny to be fulfilled. This oracle comes to you with guidance. You're being initiated more deeply into your life purpose. Your passion will reveal itself to you with more depth, nuance, and beauty than ever before. If parts of your life are dissembling or do not seem to be working out as you had planned, these are symptoms of this passionate revelation. Be curious and open to what presents itself in the wake of the falling away. Be ready for the journey within now. You're strong enough to leave behind the need for external validation whilst you learn to validate yourself. In time, soon enough, in fact, you shall reveal your innermost beauty and be witnessed and received, acknowledged for your innate value, purpose, and divinity. But for now, sweet beloved, dive deep, be defiant and determined to honor your heart so your deep passion may be witnessed by you and eventually, naturally, make its way into the sacred expression in the world. And that's all I'm going to read of that because that is powerful enough, and they said that is what it is. So this is about getting in tune with your inner passion. And that's not going to really come from your human side. It's not going to come from this human mind, all those opinions from the outside world. It's going to be coming to you by getting in tune with your higher self, with that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love that you are. And as you do that, you discover this passion, this unique way that you want to express your unconditional love to the world. And this is card number 2. I just put out a series called U times 2, which is all about connecting to our higher selves and understanding the two of us that are on this beautiful adventure in this human existence, you know, the human side and that powerful supernatural side. So I'll have that linked at the end of this video too, if you want to check those out, because I feel like that will be very in tune with what's going on with you here. We're going to take each of the 3 months individually too. And so we're going to start with the first month, and we're going to pull from this Return of Spirit deck and just see what the Creator wants you to know about the first month on this journey to discovering your purpose, your passion. So for our Capricorns, what do you want them to know about the first month? Okay, so that'll be the one right there. And you have right. And I will read from the book on this one. I think this one is so perfect for what we were just talking about, because I kind of hear just intuitively, writers write, dancers dance, musicians make music. And when you're looking at the validation from the outside world, you're like, well, I'm not a writer because I didn't get published, or I published myself and no one really bought any of my books, so I'm not a writer. It's like writers write, you know, same thing with I created music and no one really listens to it. It's doing what you love that is the most important thing, expressing your passion to the world in your own unique way. And this says there's an expression in English about words being printed in black and white. By drawing this card, Spirit is affirming to you that you need to get your words written down on paper. Is there something you've thought about writing? It could be poetry, a children's book, a song, a letter, a website, a channeled message, a book, or even a speech. Whatever it may be, the energy of putting your thoughts, ideas, and information into tangible form of manifestation is here. Do not put it off any longer. If you're having any doubts, that's fine. Just acknowledge them and take action anyway. It's important you do, as this is going to lead to something more. Your creative force and expression is powerful, probably more powerful than you're aware of. What you have to say, what you have to share, what you have to bring forward to others can be very influential and appreciated. Trust yourself and the words that come to you. Be mindful not to judge whether your writing seems good enough. You just need to allow yourself to start. If you've already begun the writing process, then it's important for you to receive this encouragement from your guides and angels as you continue toward completion. You can do this. Your words are needed. You are doing great. Trust what is coming through you. Trust that you were made to do this. Just keep going. Not everyone is born with the gift or purpose to write, but you were. Now is your time to shine in doing this. The right card can also indicate a need to begin journaling, and this could be in the form of a diary. However, it could also be that you need to start recording the ideas and thoughts and teachings that you're receiving. There's pertinent information in your written words. And I kind of feel like, again, that for some of you, that is specific of you that have this desire for all those writing and things. But I kept on hearing when it's like, when it said, you can do this, whatever this passion is, you can do this. Your actions are needed. Trust what is coming through you and trust that you were made to do this. Just keep going. It doesn't necessarily have to be writing, but this is that message that they want to bring forward. We're also going to pull some tea leaf cards here just to get some additional information here. All right, so we're going to start with this one down here, and this is hat. Well, 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 you will be playing a different role. So, there you have it. The role that you have been playing, the one that you, from the outside world, the dream that was handed to you to say this is what you should be living and dreaming and supposed to do and should do, need to, and have to do with your life. You're like, that this passion is a different hat, and you're putting that on. And then you have the bow, and you are highly thought of. And this is coming from Spirit. This is letting you know that Spirit knows, the Creator knows you, that you're not just this extra in a movie. You are a star in your movie. You weren't put on here by accident. You're put on here with a purpose, for a purpose. And so take a bow too. This is bow, but take a bow and acknowledge this worthiness of who you are and what you are able to bring. And you have angel. Let's talk about angels too. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you're definitely connecting to your spiritualness is such an important piece of this, because you're going to be getting guidance and in the direction. So when you're like, okay, I know what I want to do, but how do I get there? Ask, and your angels will bring you messages. They won't meddle with your free choice and your power of choice, your free will, because they respect it. But if of your own free will, you ask them for assistance, they will bring you answers and guidance. So ask away. Then you have a cane. This says pay attention to your health. And I really feel like this is pay attention to the health of your dreams. That when it's almost like if you beat up your dreams, and this is about your true passion, that treat it like it's a living thing, feed it every day, water it every day, give it attention, treat it like your own little child that's growing, and pay attention to the health of that dream, of that passion that you want to bring forth. And you have the Astral House of Love. Yes, this is a love adventure reading. And so they are bringing it back to the love message. And it's because if you love yourself, that is where all this changes. Because when you are trying to get all that validation, like it mentioned, from the outside world, and living that dream of how you think everything should be because everyone told you this is the way it should be, you are not loving yourself, and you are not able to love the world, because you can only love as much as you love yourself. So if you love yourself that much, this is as much love as can be dripped into your heart, and how much love can sneak out to the world. But as you find this inner love, the amount of love that you can give to others and receive from others just is even more expansive. But it starts with this love for yourself first, because once you fill up and are that wholeness and that completeness, and you're expressing that passion and that unconditional love to the world, then everything is so just extra and above and beyond an abundant feeling, instead of feeling lack, right? We're also going to pull at least one card from the tarot for this first month. Okay, what else do you want our Capricorns to know about month number 1? Okay, that's the one right there. Yep, you have the 7 of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And the 7 kind of represents like a thief or deceiver. But because this is your mind and your thoughts, this is that you're becoming aware of those thoughts and beliefs that have been deceiving you, those ones that have been taking you off course and really stealing your dreams, stealing your health, stealing your wealth and your energy and everything else, because those are those thoughts and those beliefs that were handed to you that, you know, you're like, this is your dream, and we were young and we took it on going, okay, this is who I'm supposed to be. But if you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I have to go live my dream again. That's not your dream. That's not your passion. Because if you wake up in the morning and you're living your passion, you're excited. You wake up early even, and you can't wait to get moving on your dream and taking step toward it. Even if you have another job in the meantime that's just funding you moving toward your dream, you're like, okay, I'm going to go to work, and after that, and actually on my break, I'm going to do this and research that on the internet, and at lunch, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to look into this and create this, and after work, then I'm going to go do this, and da-da-da-da-da. You know, this is about getting rid of those thoughts and those beliefs that have been deceiving you and keeping you feeling small so that you can live your passion. Then we're going to move into month number 2, and for that we're going to pull a card here from the numerology guidance card to see what the Creator wants all you Cappies to know about month number 2, please. Okay, I feel like it's this one. And nope, yeah, I thought it was going to be another one, but they're like, nope, just the one. So this is the one. Yeah. Career. Spiritual career. So can't make that up, right? So the career, your passion, how you're sharing it is a spiritual career. I mean, you can say, oh, that must be, this spiritual type business. And, it's like, no, you can make any career spiritual, because if it's coming from this passion, from your higher self, from this unconditional love, this is going to be your spiritual career. You could be a supervisor and make it a spiritual career because of how you manage from a place of unconditional love instead of being a tyrant or a dictator. You can be a baker, and you take it's almost like baking is meditative for you, and it's this meditation as you're putting the dough and mixing the dough and kneading the dough, and you're putting this love and this beautiful love energy into it. And people are like, oh my God, your, pastries are like heavenly, and like, yeah, literally. And so you can make whatever your passion is, can be this spiritual career, right? And I feel like we are going to, of course, pull more tea leaf cards here. So here is one. That's the next one. That's the next one, and one more. So you've got the bear. And the bear says danger, especially in money matters. And so I feel like this is one of your fears. This is one of these things that's been holding you back too, is that I could never be successful in this spiritual career. I can never make money at that. And you probably had people telling you, well, you're not gonna be able to make that your money income. You'll only be able to do that on the side. And that's a bunch of bull honky mofo. So and then you have the cup. And the cup says you should accept valid criticism. The cups are emotions in the tarot. And it's saying that you should accept valid criticism. What I really feel that is these messages of love. When we're talking about getting these messages here, accept answers, accept those things that are supporting your vision. So if you have any kind of, and I don't like the word criticism. I like the word advice. And so when you're going to be getting advice, you will know if it's from a passionate place and it's supporting your passion. You're going to know it in your heart, and you're not going to get defensive around it. And I really feel like you're going to be asking questions, and you are going to be getting answers, of course, because Spirit is going to be bringing those to you, that you will, it's going to be very obvious, because it's like, if it makes you feel heavy, then that's of naysayers and people taking you off course, kind of like with this Seven of Swords, it taking you off course from being your authentic self and expressing this unconditional love in your authentic way. If it makes you feel lighter and it's the answer that's coming and you've been, oh my God, I've been looking for an answer for that. Thank you, then that's lighter and that that's coming. But if it's criticizing and if it's heavy and it's then, to put that over there, you don't need that. But if it is this making you feel lighter, then you bring that in and listen, right? That's how you know. And that's why they wanted this cups to be emotions, because you're going to know by the emotion that you're feeling whether it is a message from spirit or a message from someone else's fear ego, okay? And then you have the archway. And this is new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Boom. Don't need to say anything on that. That's this opening up for you. And then you got the piggy. This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy says, beware of greed. And this is great for this spiritual career, because when you start to care more about the money than in sharing your passion, like if you care about like Facebook and YouTube and everything else, if you get consumed with how many followers you have, how many likes you have, blah, 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 you're taken off course. That feels heavy, because then you're judging the success of living your passion by fear instead of by that you do this through love. And I can tell when I get drawn off and I'm like, oh my gosh, is anyone watching my videos? Blah, 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 blah. Then I'm like, oh, I'm drawn back out here. My little, went to the ebb and flow into the fear world, because it's like, if I'm living my passion, that's all I care about. And if I'm living my passion, I just love sharing messages. I love doing card readings and helping other people with answers by pulling cards and doing personal readings and doing whatever. I love it. But when I start to feel like I have to do, it's like if I get an email from some sort of company that says, this is how you can grow your YouTube channel, and this is what you should do, and blah, 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 blah. It feels heavy, 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 because it's not living my passion. It's trying to do this other stuff. So that's what I feel with this pig thing here. Beware of greed. Don't become a little piggy and worry about all that other stuff. Focus in on the love and living the passion piece. Okay, we're also going to pull, of course, a tarot for month number 2. So what else do you want Capricorns to know about their second month here? Okay, get that one there. Yeah, the Fool. Perfect. And this is new beginnings. This is all about a leap into a new adventure. This is your soul so excited about moving into this new direction. So this is so perfect for this new beginning, for these new opportunities coming in. It's this new adventure that's unfolding for you. Then we'll move into month number 3. And for that, we're going to look at these Art of Manifestation Oracle, and to see what the Creator wants you to know about your 3rd month of this reading. All right, so for our Capricorns, what do you want them to know about month number 3? Okay, there you go. And you have let go gracefully. Let you see that, and then I'll read it. And this says, something in your life is calling for you to let it go, and so let go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it's time to move forwards, and letting go will make way for the new. Whether this is a person, a situation, an outdated thought or behavior pattern, this card comes to assure you that the new horizons are waiting for you. Yeah, so this is letting go of the old to make room for the new. So the old dreams that were not your dreams, they were someone else's. This is all about being able to let go of that. So that is perfect. All right, and then we just grab here some more tea leaves. And let's see what else the Creator has for you here. Okay, and then they want this bottom one will be the final tea leaf. So you've got finger. And this says, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. And what I love about this one is, this is like, for me, it's like you're going to put your finger on it. This is the problem that you had before. You couldn't put your finger on it. And you're like, now I know what was keeping me feeling suppressed, keeping me feeling like I had no passion, making me feel empty, that I couldn't, really connect to this love anymore. And so this is like, you have put your finger on it and you're like, okay, now I'm letting go. And then you have the beetle, which is good fortune. So definitely this is, don't fear. This finger's pointing up here. You were afraid that you wouldn't be able to make a career out of living your passion, that you weren't going to be able to make it work, that all these beliefs about the lack and the fear and everything behind it, this is what it had to do with, that you were like, oh, I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to, just people, what are people going to think? What are people going to say? And now you're like, oh yeah, I'm not living that way anymore. Yep. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. So this is the problem, you identify the problem, and you're successfully moving past the problem. And let me just put this up here for a moment, because we do want to pull a tarot card, of course, for your third and final month as well. So what do you want Capricorns to know in this final month here? Can you get 2 for this one? And you've got the 6 of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your mentality. 6 is all about movement. You're moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. And so this is perfect for what you have happening here. You're moving into a whole new place in your life where you did before. This is thoughts, but of course thoughts can fly out. And so you could be moving out of a relationship, moving out of an education, moving out of a job, moving to a different level within any of those things. And so this is so perfect for what we're doing, because it, like we said here with this bridge, it's all about successfully overcoming and moving from one place to another. And then you also have the King of Swords. So swords, all this mentalness going on. This is so perfect though, because, swords are air, kings are air, all the kings are, you got double air, and Capricorns, that beautiful, beautiful Capricorn energy takes you into your head, into logic, into planning, into thinking. And the King of Air, not only does he bring the Ace of Swords here, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths as you connect to the spiritual world, but it also gives you the ability to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs that no longer serve you. So you really have come into this power in the 3rd month, that you've been doing it as you've been going along, but you are just like, I get it now, and you're applying it like crazy, crazy, crazy. And the King, having been experiencing the entire journey of all the swords, he has some great wisdom that he brings, knowing that when you make decisions strictly from your mind, doesn't necessarily align with our higher self, as well as making decisions strictly from your emotions, that also doesn't fare usually well. It's this beautiful balance between heart and mind that is coming in here. And then your final card is the dog barking. And this is advice from a friend. And I talked about that in the beginning when it talked about criticism. Here I go, it's more like advice. And this advice is coming from a friend. Whether that friend is a spiritual friend, like a friend who's in spirit, like your angels, your guides, a loved one on the other side, your ancestors, creator spirit. Also, but making sure you're aware that you're going to be getting messages from someone who truly cares, which could be me, because I care about you. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Chakra Love deck and just see what the final message the Creator has for you for this love adventure. What's your final message for our Capricorns? Okay. Well, it looks like you get 2. Lucky you. And the first one is the root chakra with security. And this says to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So definitely connecting and deepening your connection with Mother Earth, with Father Sky, definitely getting out into nature, getting away from all the noise so that you can hear clearly is beautiful there too. And then you have, oh, look, passion. It's your first card. It says, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. So I love that. That sums it up there, right? Don't worry about fearing change. Transform that energy into excitement that this new adventure that you're embarking on is for you. And it's going to bring you such success, and it's going to feel so much different. You're not going to feel like you're existing like you were before. You're going to feel like you're living because you are living your passion. So love it, love it. And here's your beautiful heart. So, like I mentioned, if this reading did not resonate with you, then I'll have like Love Adventure 1 and 2 probably up in the corners, and the U times 2, like I mentioned, that little series. And in addition to those, I also do like monthly readings for each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates by like element, like fire signs, water signs. I do new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be notified immediately when they become available, then if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, and then click the subscribe button, that's going to make this notification bell pop up. If you click on there, then that will allow you to set your setting to be notified immediately when new videos come out on this channel. Also, doing any of those things, liking a video, subscribing, sharing it, all those things help spread the love, because it makes the little YouTube algorithm so happy that it wants to share these videos with others as well and make them recommended videos. So if you want to do any of those things, of course, I so greatly appreciate it, but I never expect that. No pressure. All you Capricorns, just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing love adventure. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. Until then, you take care.